morning and welcome to the 2006 edition of Strassenfest Live here on WJTS 27 and WBDC Radio as we kick off the 28th annual Jasper Strassenfest, and we'll be joined throughout the next half hour by several members of the Strassenfest committee, including Chairman Al Keller, who joins us first, and obviously you're up first. And Al, how are things going as you prepare for this year's fest?
Things are coming along incredibly smooth, Kurt. We had the booth set up last night, went like a charm. Everybody's kind of has their own way of going about doing that and their own process, and it just seems to fall together year in and year out.
You're in your second year as chairman. Have things went a little easier this year in your second year?
It went easier this year. It's gone easier this year so far. No major glitches. Of course, last year we had a lot of changes with the fire codes and the fire regulations, but thankfully the booths really stepped up and abided by the regulations and made the necessary changes. So, that's very important to us. And we actually had, fewer issues last year than what we've had for many years.
What were some of those issues with the booths? I know we talked about it last year going in, but what was some of the things that they had to tighten up or regulate a little better down there?
Well, a lot of the regulations covered open frying and things along those lines. Had to have the proper covering, had to have the proper roof, and some of the booths switched from deep fat fryers to electric to meet the regulations. So, like I said, everybody really pulled together and pulled it off well.
You have a Strassenfest committee that helps you, obviously, and I'm sure you get a lot of good help from those people.
Right, absolutely. We've got, I can go through the
go ahead.
here.
Go ahead. That would be great. We're going to hear from some of them later on, too, as well.
We've got Nancy Eckerly and June Snouse at the Jasper Chamber of Commerce. They do an exceptional job. They handle a lot of our paperwork. Obviously, they field all the phone calls that come in. We've got Gene Kuntz, who's our advertising coordinator. Jay Bagelin is our booth coordinator. Holly Mundi handles the button and program distribution. Darla Blasey is our community relations person. She handles the press releases and notes and things like that. Chris Vogler is our construction guy. Entertainment-wise, we've got Brenda Welsh, who'll be on here a little bit later. Events, we've got Stacy Hurst, who'll also be here, and Bridget Jarbo is going to be is new to the committee this year. She's not on the list. She'll be taking over events for next year. Ron Flick is our history and design. He designs all the mugs and the buttons. Ron will be our chairperson for the following 2 years. Donna Stemley is our Little Miss and Little Mr. pageant coordinator. Our Queen pageant coordinator is Becky Hickman. We've got marketing coordinators Amy Leinenbach and Jane Flick. And then our Jasper German Club contact is Bob Dilger.
All those people do a great job, and this is the 28th annual. When do you start getting ready for the next year's Strassenfest, and how often do you meet to prepare for this event?
We really start meeting on a regular basis at the beginning of the year. We have a couple meetings directly after the fest, just for mainly housekeeping purposes and things along those lines. But we have monthly meetings from basically January through the fest.
And when you put together a Strassenfest, you have highlights every year. A lot of things are the same. That's what makes it great, but each year there are several highlights. Could you run down some of those highlights of this year's fest?
Sure. This year our theme is celebrating our woodworking heritage, and Jasper Desk Company is celebrating their 130th anniversary. Phil Grammisbacher, representing Jasper Desk, is our Grand Marshal for the fest. We're happy about that. And Jasper Desk is actually going to be having tours. It's not in the book, so I want to make sure I mention this. On Friday, starting at 1 o'clock, 1:30, those tours will start every 15 minutes. They take approximately an hour. The last tour will start at 2:30, and people will be able to go through the plant and see what the different procedures are, see it's really a very historical operation. So we certainly want people to come out for that. And then we also, one of the other newer events is the Cop Winery. I just wanted to clarify that the Cop Winery is 7 miles west of Jasper. It's not, they don't actually have a booth downtown, but folks will head off 56 West, get through the construction there, and visit the Cop Winery. They're going to have wine tasting and things along those lines as well.
And going back to the booths, it's all a community-based situation. How many booths are there down at the hub of the Strassenfest, which is the square?
We have just a little over 40, and that includes booths, and that includes information tables. We have some not-for-profit groups that have just basically are giving out information about their organization, but the vast majority are food booths and game booths and things along those lines.
Any new booths this year? Any new items or anything?
Jasper choir parents have come back. They've been gone for a while. They're going to be having root beer floats and a couple other things as well. I know I'm forgetting one, Kurt, but I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. You may pop into your
yeah,
mind a little bit later. When you put together an event like this, it incorporates, or it takes the whole city basically for 4 days. Could you talk about some of the involvement that the city has as far as the streets and different cooperation you have with the city of Jasper to pull something like this off?
Right. The city's great. We meet with the Board of Public Works to talk about the street closings. So Ramey Eckerly and the street department work with us with those street closings. The electric department is great. They obviously hang the lights, but they also hang some of the banners that we've got around town. Jasper Police help us out. Parking or the traffic auxiliary. We get support, incredible support from the city of Jasper.
When you look at how many people actually come to Jasper or take part in the Strassenfest, have you guys ever put a number on that? I know it's a lot.
Yeah, it's difficult. If it's difficult to do that because unlike some festivals, we don't have a paid admission. You don't. We hope you buy a button, but you don't have to buy a button to attend the fest. And so there's been some estimates throughout the year, but they range so widely. I hate to even guess. We've got a big unrelated event in town this year, the softball tournament that's going on, and we're hoping with all those folks in town they may come hopefully visit our fest as well.
Speaking of buttons, it's 9 o'clock on Thursday. I know that they gather those up so they have a better idea what they need for downtown later on in the weekend. Can people still get buttons, and if not, where can they get them after, say, noon today?
Okay. At the beginning of the fest, they'll be available in the information booth. They'll also be available at the entrance to the beer garden. And during the fest, the buttons will be $4.
Okay, something great, or everything's nice at the Strassenfest, obviously, and there's something for everyone. That's always key, and everybody usually enjoys themselves, and that's always big to have all these events, something for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, Saturday is by far our biggest event day, and the range of events from the car show, from the Kinderspiel, from it covers all age groups. We've got a sheephead tourney, so we really cover all the bases, hopefully, from a demographic perspective as far as things for people to do.
You did a great job of this morning. Anything else you'd like to add before we let you go and get your work done this morning?
No, I hope, we're praying for good weather. We know we got a chance of rain today, but it is what it is.
Hopefully it'll cool things off a bit.
Really encourage people to come down and check out what the fest has to offer.
All right, Al, thanks a lot for coming in. We appreciate all your help throughout the year, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you, Kurt.
That's Al Keller, the chairman of this year's Strassenfest. We'll have more Strassenfest live right after this.
These children are in danger. By playing in their own backyard, they're breathing in poisons and toxins. Their parents don't know that burning outside trash is illegal and one of the most dangerous practices in Indiana. Come on, Indiana, put your matches away. Stop burning your trash.
There are many things in this world that require waiting. Downloading a website shouldn't be one of them. That's why PSC offers wireless high-speed internet. Wireless high-speed internet is available in most of the areas we serve. To find out if you qualify, go to psci.net/high-speed search or call 1-800-511-4899. How much is your time worth? PSC, working together, making a difference.
Come on, look at this. Can you believe this is my new kitchen?
It's beautiful. How did you do this?
It was so easy. Look at this. Can I just picture this? I really can't. Like, honey, pull it out.
Yes.
That's it. I
Transform your kitchen. Call 1-800-400-4265. Great ideas, made easy.
The Toro Time Cutter Z, with a zero turning radius that cuts your mowing time in half. It's not just another riding lawnmower.
See Tom's Lawn and Garden Appliance Center in Jasper.
Welcome back to Strassenfest Live here on WJTS 27 and WBDC Radio. We're happy to be joined now by Becky Hickman, the coordinator of the Queen's Pageant, also our Queen this year, Emily Lebehusen. And Becky, just talk about how the contest went last night.
Kurt, the contest went very well last night. There's a lot of people in the community that comes out to make sure this event is successful. Abby Brelich takes care of the PowerPoint presentation. Jim Ball helps with the video presentation. Of course, Gene Quince is the MC. Right. And up in the lighting area and the sound, Fred Ralston and Stephen Dunn. So everyone came out to make it a great event.
You were in here last year. How long have you been coordinating this contest?
This is my third year here in Jasper.
And you mentioned all the help that you got. What all went into this year's pageant? When do you start getting ready for everything?
We start getting ready in early spring, about March or April. And then in May, of course, there's an announcement in the newspaper for the contestants or girls to apply, send in their application. And then we have a photo shoot in the early of July, and then there's a couple of practices where we practice walking, interviewing, and then of course we have the video shoot out at the Jasper Engines. And then Monday we had a dress rehearsal, dinner at the Schnitz Tuesday night, and of course the pageant last night.
How many girls were in the contest this year?
We had 10, and the judges said it was difficult.
Who is eligible for the contest?
Any young lady between the ages of 17 and 20 who attend Jasper High School.
All right, Emily, our guest of honor, I guess, this morning. Who are your parents?
Jean and Sue Lebehusen.
And you go to school where?
Ball State University.
And what's your major at Ball State?
I'm majoring in apparel design and fashion merchandising, and then have a minor in marketing.
All right, and what made you want to be in this contest? I always ask that every year. There's various different reasons, but what made you want to be in it?
Well, my dad has always wanted me to be in it, and then also I had encouragement from other people that I'm very close to, just encouraging me to try it, and so I did, and I'm very excited and very honored and very happy that I listened to them and decided to join the pageant and be a part of it.
Was this the first time that you entered a pageant or anything like this, where you're out there in front of people like that?
Well, I danced a lot in high school, so I'm familiar with the stage, and then last year I also did the pageant, and I had so much fun last year that I decided to do it again. So.
What did you do to prepare for the pageant?
Well, like Becky said, we had all the practices, and then also I made my evening gown for the pageant, so that took a lot of time, and so I was working on that.
What was the question that you had to answer up on stage when you pulled it out of the little jar there?
I had, what makes your generation unique?
And what was your answer?
I don't remember exactly what I said. It's kind of a blur, but I talked about how we are going to be the generation that needs to find another way to do just everyday tasks because we're using our Earth's resources and we need to find a more economical way to do just everyday things.
Okay, you go through all the preparation, you go through the night of the pageant. What was your reaction when they called your name?
Shock. I was so surprised, but also very happy. So.
What are going to be some of your duties this weekend? I know it's always busy for everyone. What are your duties this weekend?
Well, handing out awards, which I'm looking forward to, and just being at all the events and being a part of the Strassenfest. So.
What do you think you'll enjoy the most at the end of the weekend when you look back?
Just the experience, the overall experience, I think is going to be very rewarding and just once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
All right, congratulations
Thank
and best
you.
of luck this weekend. And Becky, anything else you'd like to add on the contest last night?
I would like to add that we had 2 additional sponsors this year, Gigi's Brides and More, as well as Gemma Designs came up with a new looking trophy. Instead of the typical trophy, it was more of a crystal looking, something elegant and classy where she can place in her office in the future. So.
All right. Well, great. I want to thank you guys for coming by and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's Emily Lebehusen and Becky Hickman involved in the Queen's Contest pageant last night at the Jasper Civic Auditorium. We'll have more Strassenfest Live right after this.
Help keep our waters clean. By practicing healthy household habits, homeowners can keep common pollutants off the ground. Adopt these habits and protect our lakes, streams, rivers, and wetlands. Use a commercial car wash or pull into your lawn and wash it yourself. Pick up after your pets. Compost your yard waste, and never dump anything down storm drains. The Stormwater Department wants to remind you, only rain down the storm drain.
Springs Valley Bank and Trust, we know you don't always have time to stop in and see us, so we offer a variety of ways for you to get your banking done. Online banking at svbt.com and touch-tone banking are quick and easy ways to check your balance, transfer funds, and much more. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We love to see our customers in person, so if you can, stop by one of our offices and say hi. For your convenience, our 3rd Avenue location is open Saturdays. Springs Valley Bank and Trust, where the focus is on you.
Everyone knows that a solid wall begins with a solid foundation. Whether your next project is dressing up the backyard or building a new home, make DC Block and Brick the solid foundation that you start with. From building blocks to brick and stone veneer to rockwood retaining wall systems, DC Block and Brick has masonry supplies you need to do the job right. Let the professionals at DC Block and Brick help you create a foundation you can build your future on.
We're gonna go on adventures. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, can I at least keep the hat?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, kids, we're gonna go on an adventure. Let's go.
Aqua Kids, traveling around the world, going where we've never been before, having fun and so much more, learning from our friends of the sea, saving them is up to you and me. Aqua Kids.
Welcome back to Strassenfest Live here on WJTS 27 and WBDC Radio. Happy to be joined now by Donna Stemley, the coordinator of the Little Miss and Mr. pageant, and also our royalty in those categories, Chloe Berger to my right, and also to my right, Branton Abbott. And before we get to the royalty, Donna, you've been doing this a long time. Just talk about how the pageant went this year.
Of course, we start out with 10 girls and 10 boys in the pageant. They get drawn out several weeks beforehand, and we have a couple of different meetings to get ready for it, and then we have fun, don't we, guys? Yeah. We get together and talk about what we need to do and how we need to act and run through it, and they're awesome.
And again, you mentioned a little bit of how the contest was structured. We talked to the Queen about how they get ready, but how do you guys get ready for yours?
Well, this year we got new outfits for the boys. That was an awesome job done by his mother, actually. Yeah. Last year we got new dresses for the girls, so that's how one of my major goals is, to get them looking nice.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You better say yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And they are down in the back room at the art center, and they take games, they play with games and play with each other in between the time that they're on stage. They're awesome. They just were quiet. They listened to what we said, and it went well.
All right, ladies first. Chloe, you can take the microphone. Your parents' name?
Tim and Dana Berger.
All right. Where do you go to school?
I go to Precious Blood Catholic School.
All right. What's your favorite subject out there?
Art.
Art. Are you a good artist?
Yeah.
What can you draw, or do you paint?
I can draw people and cars.
Stick people?
Yeah.
You're better than that. You can draw too. What do you like to do in the summer?
Play with my friends.
You have a lot of friends?
Yeah.
All right. What do you like to do with your friends?
Play on the swing sets, ride bikes.
All right. What question did they ask you when you were up there?
They asked me, why do you like the Strassenfest?
And what did you tell them?
I like the Strassenfest because I like the rides and they make me dizzy.
They make you dizzy? Do you like to eat all the good food down there at the square?
Yeah.
All right. What are you going to be doing this weekend at the Strassenfest? Did they tell you all your responsibilities yet?
No.
Not yet, but you'll be busy and you'll have a lot to do, Chloe, so you better get ready today.
Okay.
Thanks for coming by. All right, Brant and Abbott, you had a chance to listen to some of her questions, so you're well prepared. Talk about, who are your parents?
Kim and Philip Abbott,
All right, and where do you go to school?
5th Street Elementary.
And what do you like to do in school? What's your favorite subject?
Art.
Art, too, as well. Any other favorite subjects?
Music. Recess.
All right, you want to sing, since you like music, for us? Got any songs for us? Oh, we'll let you sing after we're done. Just talk about what you like to do in the summer as well.
I like to go outside, play my swing set, and ride my scooters and play with my brother. His name is Pearson.
Are you nice to him?
Kind of.
Kind of. You're going to have to work on that.
Yeah.
What made you want to enter the Little Mister contest?
Because you go in a car and throw candy with a girl.
Throw the candy at the girls?
No.
Oh, throw the candy at the people at the parade.
Yeah.
All right, and you'll be doing that, I guess.
Yeah.
What question did they ask you when you were up on stage and when they at the contest last night?
I got to pick out a question, and it was the question that I really wanted, and that's how I won.
So what did they ask you?
Who do you look up to?
Well, who do you look up to?
Uncle Kale, because he's really, really tall.
Really, really tall. So you want to be that tall?
Yeah.
All right, what are you going to be doing this weekend?
I'm going to go to Florida on Monday.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm going to be in the parade on Sunday.
All right. Well, congratulations. Thanks for coming by today. And Donna, when they picked those questions, what were some of those questions like? We heard a couple from these two.
Usually
young
try to make them
people.
real simple.
Okay.
Do you have a pet? What's your favorite subject in school? Your favorite sport? What's your favorite thing to eat? Just really basic, simple things. But sometimes even the simplest ones can stump a kid.
Well, the questions stump me as well when I'm up here. But anyway, just wrap things up, and just anybody else you want to thank or talk about, or anything else with your pageant that you want to go through.
Yeah, I do want to mention the Littles court. They have little first runner-up was Rochelle Welsh, and Little Mr. first runner-up was Cade Nicholson, and second runner-up was Madison Weidenbenner, and second runner-up Mr. was Gordon Terwisky.
All right. Well, anything else?
That's it.
All right, Donna, thanks for
Thank you.
coming by and bringing these fine young people to our studios today. Chloe Berger and Brant and Abbott, have fun, guys, this weekend.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have more Strassenfest live here on WJTS 27 and WBDC Radio right after this.
It's time to come in to pick up the trash right now. Okay. No, don't throw it away. Just throw it on the ground. Nobody cares. Yeah. Don't throw it on the ground. Use the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Come on, look at this. Can you believe this is my new kitchen?
It's beautiful. How did you do this?
It was so easy. Look at this. Can I just jerk this? I really can't. It's like, honey, pull it out. Yeah.
Transform your kitchen. Call 1-800-400-4265. Great ideas, made easy.
Springs Valley Bank and Trust, we know you don't always have time to stop in and see us, so we offer a variety of ways for you to get your banking done. Online banking at svbt.com and touch-tone banking are quick and easy ways to check your balance, transfer funds, and much more, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We love to see our customers in person, so if you can, stop by one of our offices and say hi. For your convenience, our 3rd Avenue location is open Saturdays. Springs Valley Bank and Trust, where the focus is on you.
Everyone knows that a solid wall begins with a solid foundation. Whether your next project is dressing up the backyard or building a new home, make DC Block and Brick the solid foundation that you start with. From building blocks to brick and stone veneer to rock wood retaining wall systems, DC Block and Brick has masonry supplies you need to do the job right. Let the professionals at DC Block and Brick help you create a foundation you can build your future on.
Welcome back to Strassenfest Live. We're joined now by the events coordinator, Stacy Hurst. And Stacy, once again, thanks for coming by. You always do a great job. Just talk about some of the event highlights that you guys have planned for this year's fest.
Well, as always, we've got really big days are, on Saturday and Sunday, of course, since those are the days most people are off work. We have the car show going on again at the Riverwalk. Again, just unbelievable cars and just a lot of fun there. We've got the softball tournament also. They have 10 teams this year, so a lot bigger turnout this year than last year, so we were excited about that.
Anything new this year as far as events are concerned? People like the ones you have, but do you have anything new this year?
Not really anything new, just some I think sometimes we forget about, like the chili cook-off. I think that's one that folks tend to forget is taking place during the day on Saturday at the beer garden. So
when people want to have new events, or do these people have to get with you every year to talk about what they want to do, or is that just something that's standard?
We do send letters out to everyone that was participating in an event each year. And then what we'll do that next year, if someone calls the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, they can either reach myself through them, or my replacement for next year is going to be Miss Bridget Jarbo. And you can get hold of Bridget also and talk about starting up an event. People really like the events and are well attended, so that's probably why they come back year after year, right? Right. Well, we hope so. And and the more activities that we have, the more entertaining the whole fest is. So we talked about this with the other people. I'm sure you really enjoy being on the committee and helping this weekend. It's a lot of work, but it's pretty nice, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is. And I've been on the committee now for 6 years, and even though this is my last year, I'm kind of having that, man, I wish I were staying around. Just everybody on the committee is just incredible and just a great group of friends now, and I'm going to miss everyone terribly. So, but no, it's a great experience. I'm so glad I took part of it. All right, Stacy, thanks for coming by, and enjoy this weekend. And you're right on the parade route on Sunday, I know. Oh yeah, we'll be walking, and we've got something special we'll be passing out this year, so we're pretty excited about that. All right, that's Stacy Hurst from the Strassenfest Committee. We'll have a timeout right here, and we'll be back right after this.
Help keep our waters clean. By practicing healthy household habits, homeowners can keep common pollutants off the ground. Adopt these habits and protect our lakes, streams, rivers, and wetlands. Avoid pesticides. Use fertilizer sparingly. Check your car for leaks and recycle motor oil. Vegetate bare spots in your yard and never dump anything down storm drains. The Stormwater Department wants to remind you, only rain down the storm drain.
There are the headlines, and there are the stories between the lines. Stories of people. Take a closer look at the issues that really matter. Watch Primary Focus, hosted by Dr. Calvin Bramer. To find Primary Focus in your area, check your local listings or visit our website at primary-focus.org. Primary Focus, where the truth matters.
Herb, there's a grasshopper on our lawn.
If only that were true, Alice.
It's mowing, Herb.
The grasshopper trims while it mows, Alice. With 0 turn radius, handy attachments. Cut my mowing time in half.
He's finished, Herb.
He who, Alice?
See why a grasshopper should be your next mower at your nearby dealer.
I think it's time you switch to decaf.
Grasshopper, first to finish, built to last.
The DuBois County 4-H Fair is over. Aww. Don't be disappointed. You can relive the fair with us, starting with the Queens Contest on Tuesday, August 8th at 5:30 p.m. Then cheer for your favorite team with the Cheerleader Contest on Wednesday at 6:30. Stay clean while you watch pig wrestling from the comfort of your living room Thursday at 6 p.m. Pull for your favorite team with the Tug of War at 6:30 p.m. Friday. Our fair coverage concludes with the tractor pull Sunday at noon.
Welcome back to Strassenfest Live here on WJTS 27 and WBDC. Joined now by the entertainment coordinator, Brenda Welsh. And first and foremost, is your pager and your cell phone turned off this year?
They're in the other room.
Well, great. I think we got through that last year. Anyway, Brenda, thanks for coming by. And just talk about some of the highlights of the entertainment that you have put together for this year's Strassenfest, if you would.
Well, we're going to have 2 new bands this year. One is Polka Motion,
and Indie Poker Promotion. They're from Indianapolis area. I think they've been like at the Schnitzelbank quite a few times, and I've had a lot of requests from different people in the community to have them here. So they're going to be here on Friday and Saturday, and they're going to be doing the polka masses too.
Great. How did you go about getting them and securing them for this weekend?
Actually, they called me.
Great. That's even better.
Which was great. I have tons of people call me every year wanting to be in the Jasper Strassenfest. And if you have a group that you're interested in having some entertainment, just give me a call and I'll take a look at it.
Look at some of the other entertainment that you got going on this weekend all around the square. There's several different things. Can you just talk about some of those, if you would?
Mike Harvey's going to be here again this year on Friday for the sock hop, and that's always a big event. I can't believe all the people that come out for it, young all the way up to, I don't know how old, but they're all out there dancing and having a great time.
So that sounds good. A lot of things going on downtown. It's just great every year to see so many different people down there, and they really like all the entertainment you guys have.
Yes, and we're having the Mountain Harmony Band this year, too, and they're a local band. So they'll be on the West Side stage this evening.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming by again.
Thank you for having us.
Don't get hurt this year, right?
I won't get hurt.
She suffered an injury at last year's Strassenfest. Brenda, thanks a lot, and we'll see you down on the square and throughout town this weekend.
Sounds great. Thank you.
All right. That's Brenda Welsh, the coordinator of entertainment for this year's Strassenfest. We're back to wrap things up right after this.
America's rural and small-town communities. Beautiful, peaceful, but by no means isolated. In today's fast-paced world, your community-based telecom provider is at the forefront of the telecommunications industry, offering affordable service and the latest technology, all with the personal touch you're used to. America's community-based telecom providers. Local touch with global reach.
For local services, contact PSC.
We may not have a cent to pay the rent.
It's a sound that came from down south.
Got to get you off of my mind.
Time Life Music proudly presents Down Home Soul.
Don't play that song for me,
Aretha Franklin.
'cause it brings back memories.
Al Green.
I'm so tired of being alone, I'm so tired.
Clarence Carter.
Slip away.
Get Down Home Soul on 2 CDs for just $19.99. But wait. Order with your credit card and we'll cut the price in half. Then preview other great soul collections. Satisfaction guaranteed. That's 2 CDs for just $9.99.
Call 1-800-641-9955 to order Down Home Soul for $9.99 plus shipping and handling when you use your credit card. Call now or order online at timelife.com.
Hi, folks. I'm Buck McNeely.
And I'm Ollie North.
And I'm Bob Euchre.
And I'm Reggie Theus. And I'm Frank Stallone.
And I'm Charles Napier.
And I'm Louise Mandrell.
And I'm Daryl LaMonica.
And I'm Johnny Answer.
And I'm Ron Masak. And I'm John Laughlin.
And I'm Lane Smith, and if you enjoy exciting outdoor adventures from around the world, then watch The Outdoorsman with Buck McNeely.
Welcome back to Strassenfest Live here on our simulcast on WJTS 27 and WBDC Radio. And due to bad hosting, when we had Becky Hickman and Emily Lebehusen on here talking about the Queen's Contest, I failed to mention some of the other court, and the Miss Photogenic was Mickey Sager. The Miss Congeniality was Lindsay Taylor. Marcy Keisch was the second runner-up, and the first runner-up was Jasmine Ruckriegel. So once again, we want to thank everyone involved with our Strassenfest live program this morning. The chairman, Al Keller, Becky Hickman, the Queen Contest Chair, Donna Stemley, the coordinator of the Little Miss and Little Mister Contest, Stacy Hurst with the events, and Brenda Welsh with entertainment. It should be a great Strassenfest for year number 28. We want to encourage everyone to take part in this year's Strassenfest. So for everyone back at WBDC and right here at WJTS 27, I'm Kurt Guxel. Enjoy this year's Strassenfest.